Hey friends, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Roxy. In case you are new, you've clicked on this video because you wanted to see me do some DIY feed-in braids. So my hair is freshly washed and I was wearing single braids for the past 6 weeks, and I'm also growing out a Pixie. After taking out my box braids, I did get some growth and some texture, which is really good, especially for trying to do my hair on my own. I definitely need the length and I need my new growth in order to really grip the hair. So before I start my feed-in, I'm going to give myself 1 row of knotless braids. So that's going to help this style look fuller at the end and not so scanty. And also I think it makes it easier for me to make the braids even going from the front to the back, because I don't have to worry about measuring how narrow I part off the very end of the section. Hopefully that makes sense. At first I was hesitant. I wasn't sure if I could even give myself knotless box braids, but the 6 weeks of new growth definitely gave me at least an inch, definitely gave me at least an inch of hair to work with back there, which I'm very pleased with. The last time I did my braids, I had to go and pay for them to get them done because I knew I couldn't grip my hair. And also, guys, I am pregnant, and with this pregnancy comes a lot of fatigue, and I have to use my energy wisely. It took me about 3 days to muster up the strength to even do this hairstyle. I have a couple of hairstyles that I want to do in the future, and this just happens to be one of them, so I decided to knock this one out first. So for the hair, I'm using Expressions pre-stretched hair, and this is the 32 inch of hair. This is definitely my daughter's hair that I'm using. I usually do her hair in braided styles, and I decided to use leftover hair that she had in order to achieve this style. The length is shorter, but as I go through this process, you'll see that I'm extending it just by adding hair as I go further along. The most important thing for achieving the style, which helps me achieve the style with my short hair, is having a lot of clips to keep my hair sectioned and out of the way so that there's no confusion, and so that I can see exactly where I'm parting and exactly what hair needs to be braided. And also I'm using it, it's more like it's not an edge control, but it's more like a braiding gel that I got from the hair store. I'll definitely leave it in the link below, or just leave the name of the edge control right here on the screen. So after finishing the first row of knotless braids, I was even thinking to myself, I can single braid my hair, my whole entire head by myself. Like, I know I can, but I knew I typically don't have the strength. But in that moment, I'm like, I think I have the energy to single braid my whole entire head. So when my hair gets longer, I definitely plan to do that, but maybe at a bigger with bigger braids, so that it's just not too exhausting. But yeah, the braids came out really nice. I was really impressed with my braiding skills, guys. I am originally a braider. Like, growing up, I was always a girl that could braid, or I would offer that as a service, especially in high school, just to make a little extra money. So I have that in me, and I always braid my daughter's hair, and her styles come out really cute. So I know that I have this as a skill, but to do it on my own, on short hair, while I'm pregnant, I'm really that girl. So as you guys can see, the back is finished. It looks really neat. After seeing this row, I was like, girl, you can do your entire head. But I want to be realistic. I knew I would get tired really quickly, so I just continued with my straight back feed-in braids. The most difficult part of this process, I would say, is parting my hair from the front to the back, making sure that it was straight, trying to look in the mirrors and connecting the mirrors so that I can see like exactly what I was doing. I knew it wouldn't be perfect. I knew it wouldn't be perfect, but even though it wasn't perfect with the parting, it still came out very good. So this is the first braid. I knew that I wasn't going to leave any baby hairs out for this style. One, because my edges are really thin already. I don't have like typical baby hairs. I don't really have edges, to be honest with you. And they're not really my speed unless I'm directed to do them by a company, or unless I just think it really needs to be included in a particular style. So for this style, no baby hairs at all. I mean, eventually over like the next week of having this style, my hairs at the front naturally fall out. So those will be my baby hairs. But as for starting the style, braiding initially, no baby hairs. All right. So this is my first braid. I'm working on my first braid. When I get to the back or the bottom of the braid is when I'm adding in some feed in or some extra expression hair. I really wanted it to look small and skinny and just nice and light and not too bulky, which is why I added the hair only at the end or like mid back of the cornrow. On YouTube and on Instagram, I've seen girls give themselves like full-blown designs and swirls and hearts, and I'm astonished by that. I could only muster up the strength to give myself straight backs. Even though they did turn out really cute, I feel like it's a really nice and classic look, nice and clean. But if I had the brain power to do any design or any styles, I would definitely give it a try. One thing I actually want to do in the future is give myself lemonade braids with single braids at the back, if that makes sense. But I'm just worried about having to position my body or my hands on an angle in order to have the braids come down towards my face like a bang. I'm not sure if I could do it. I mean, I'll definitely give it a try. But that's something that I really want to do, and I just know I can do it myself and save myself a pretty penny. Let me know if you like to braid or can braid your hair on your own, and yeah, let me know if you're out here saving money like I am by just achieving these looks on your own. So I've got a few braids down. I know they're not perfect, but this is pretty good. And I see girls out here charging at least $150 for this style. And, you know, I think this looks pretty good, especially for someone doing it on their own. This morning I was thanking God for just blessing me with a natural talent and a love for hair, because it's saving me money and it's making me money, and it's something I really love to do. Okay, so I'm just going to take my time and finish off these braids. I'm just going straight back. If you guys enjoy videos like these, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. You can also leave a comment in the comment section below. Say hey, or just even let me know if you are a fan of braiding your hair on your own, if you can, or if you don't know how to, if you would even try to learn to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if you paused on all the action? Quit the stress and need no caption. Give your Instagram vacation. Yeah, work on your patience. Question me for why I'm even questioning.